Well, She Flies certainly has flown the last 3 starts, her only 3 starts. She's been a brilliant winner each time. The filly has not won this race before for many, many, many years, so really it's against her, against the colts. But she's been so good and won so well her only 3 starts.
New Atlantis, who's running later today, won this race last year.
That's right, Bruce. It really is a race that brings out horses that go on and become part of racing history and part of Australian racing folklore. Fillies haven't done too badly in the last 40 years. 9 of them have won this race, so it's not all against She Flies.
Well, Roman Laurel's the first to come up. He's been very impressive in his 2 runs to date. Green, but looks very good, and does look as if he might go on. Of course, the whole structure of 2-year-old racing has changed a bit, Ron, with the Golden Slipper and the Blue Diamond being so prominent in the autumn. Nowadays, we often don't see the best 2-year-old until about February.
Quite right, and even some that we have seen have already been put away. Bruce, they do go shin sore, and I think, you know, that is the key to the whole thing with early racing of 2-year-olds.
Scene of the crowd, which is building up here for Derby Day, for interstate people that are watching through Network 10. There is a train strike in Melbourne, and unfortunately the fact is that it will keep a few people away, but we're hoping not too many, because the VRC's worked very hard in the last 24 hours to get people to the track, putting on extra bus services, etc. And it really is a delight at Flemington, with the sun shining, the roses looking grand, and the track in splendid condition. That horse is the Tank. Some money for him first up in the trial stakes, and he ran a reasonable race.
Yes, it's not often you see a horse come from behind in a 2-year-old race and be running on strongly. They usually get out in front and win with sheer speed. The Tank is a very strong horse, Bruce, and wouldn't surprise if he ran home and maybe filled a place.
Mark Riley is riding Wheatsheaf Road. There's been a late change here. Perryman not riding, and Riley on Wheatsheaf Road. Now the Tank coming up. Priceless Prince and Crescent will be the 2 last ones to come forward. Lord Mornington hung very, very badly at the Valley. But as Murray Bell told you a little while ago, Indeed I Do is the one that will run favourite. Now Priceless Prince is in. Crescent's about to join them, and they'll be set to go in the first event on Derby Day, the Maribyrnong Plate for 2-year-olds. Light on. Away they go. Caught them in a fair line. Roman Laurel was beaten for speed by inertia. Redelva away pretty well. Serendipity and She Flies going quickly. Lord Mornington going fast early. Wheatsheaf Road back last. The Tank third last with Priceless Prince. Good go for the lead at the 800. Redelva just led from Indeed I Do and She Flies. Serendipity's taken a sip behind them. Inertia the inside. Roman Laurel racing greenly. The Tank well back. Lord Mornington about 50 outside. Crescent behind it from Priceless Prince, and under the whip Wheatsheaf Road. 500 to go. Redelva led. Inertia the inside. 3 out Indeed I Do. She Flies 4 out from Lord Mornington. Roman Laurel's run into a dead end from Serendipity and Crescent. 300 to go. Indeed I Do's under pressure. She Flies and Lord Mornington are drawn level. Roman Laurel's got the split, and then Serendipity, but Lord Mornington's putting a space in them. Dash 2 lengths in front of Roman Laurel with 150 to go, and She Flies, and all boys a different 2-year-old today at Flemington. Wins by 2.5 to Roman Laurel. Third She Flies. Crescent flashed up, probably 4th in front of Serendipity. Behind them Indeed I Do, disappointing. Then the Tank, Priceless Prince, Redelva, Inertia, and last home Wheatsheaf Road. Well, he was a different horse today, Ron. He didn't handle the Valley too well. He got round Caulfield all right, but today, not ridden for blinding speed. He sort of took a city. He was up there with them, but when Willets asked Lord Mornington for his...
during the week.
The beaten division, well, Roman Laurel, I think Connections have got a lot to look forward to with him.
I think he's a very promising horse, Roman Laurel. It's just that he hasn't had a good deal of luck in recent races.
And Phil's down there where the action is at the moment. Phil, most impressed
about the last start. But Graham Kelly is here with me, and Graham, you have some news about a runner in the Cup.
Yes, some interesting news, Phil, that Bounty Hawk, who ran favourite in last year's Melbourne Cup, is probably going to miss next Tuesday's race. Bounty Hawk has a stone bruise. It's causing trainer Bart Cummings a lot of concern, and he probably won't get beyond tonight's final acceptances for the Cup. So it looks as though Bounty Hawk will not be running in this year's Melbourne Cup.
Disappointing news there, Bruce.